Right, as you can see, I did half my face here, and now I'm going to show you how I did that on this half. You can see the great coverage. It looks super natural and really pretty, and it really does feel super lightweight. You will not feel this on your face, and it's not going to be cakey unless you use too much product. So let's get into how to apply. When you get color matched, you'll notice I'll give you 2 to 3 highlight shades. Highlights is what we call our foundation shades, and they really are the same formula, whether you use them as concealer or color correction. And so you use them strategically on your face. The idea is to create one layer of makeup. And if you use the right color in the right places, then you don't have that heavy makeup feel. It's one layer blended all together and looks really beautiful. So I've got 3 highlight shades here in my palette, from darkest to lightest, my contour. And so I'm gonna start with the darkest shade, and I'm gonna take it right in those areas that I have the darkest colors, okay? So I've got redness around my nose. I do have a little bit of darkness right under my eye here, so I am gonna place that there, just where I need a little bit of coverage, and that's about it. Then I'm gonna go into my main shade. I like to use the bunny tail end of this brush for buffing in the color, and we're gonna take this across the beard. Now, you may see a lot of people use the finger dot method where you place the colors where they go with your fingers and blend it all in. I don't love that method. I think it's much quicker and easier, and you're less likely to use too much product if you apply it and blend as you go. So notice I'm gonna skip this area right here on my cheek. And I go really light on my freckles because I like to keep my freckles there, but you can give the coverage that you like for your face. Brightest shade, so this is like my concealer shade. I'm gonna take a little bit of it on the inner corner of my eye here. Again, if you have more mature skin, you don't really want to have a lot of product underneath here. So I just keep mine on that inner corner. I dab a little bit on this outer edge, and then whatever's left, I kind of place it outside my eye bag. So just right here next to, at the beginning of my cheek. Then I'm going to take my contour, and we're going to squeeze my brush so it's a little bit thinner. I have a smaller face. It makes it easier. And we're going to fill in this gap here. So this area, I did not put any product. We're going to fill in with my contour. I'm going to do that to the forehead too as well. And then you can do your jawline. So just really simple along the jaw here to snatch that. And then make sure it's pinched. You can do the contour of the nose. This is bonus. You don't have to do that step. It's a really personal preference. And then you can start to blend. So I just take the bunny tail end, and I like to use that to just tap, tap, tap. You really want to press the product into the skin. And so I go into the lighter areas, making sure they're really blended. And then I can take, I take whatever's left of that concealer color across my eye just to prime the eyelid as well. You want to soften any lines. You don't want any harsh lines. If you feel like at this point you want a little bit more coverage, you can add a little bit more product. Now we can go in with bronzer. Bronzer is just going to go on the tops of the cheeks, and up here it's where you add color to the face. Where do you normally burn or get a suntan? That's going to give you that sun-kissed glow, and that's so pretty. I actually carry it down onto my neck a bit because my neck is quite fair compared to my face. And then we're going to go in with a lip and cheek color. So we're going to pop that onto the cheek. Cheek color is personal preference. It's really up to you where you place your cheek color. I like it on the apples of my cheeks, but if you like a more lifted look, you could keep it up here. I top it with a little bit of the gloss because it gives it a little bit more sheen. And then you can take the illuminator, dot that on, and it gives you that extra bit of glow, and that can go on your nose here and your lip. And then on the lips, I'm gonna take that same lip and cheek color. And getting the perfector sponge because it really helps to press product in. I use it damp, and I make sure that I lightly tap in to the face and to make sure everything's pressed in and any excess product is removed so it doesn't become cakey or shift or move. Then I just use our setting spray. Make sure that you get it nice and coated. It's going to stay all day. If you like a more matte finish, you could set with powder. Eyeshadow is not meant to be scary. It can be super, super easy to do. So I'm going to share a very simple eyeshadow look in the next video.